dear students, a warm welcome to Bio World. In the last class, we have discussed the importance of nervous system and its components. Am I right? Today, we are going to discuss the structure of the basic unit of nervous system. Who is that? Yes, neuron. So in this class, we are going to discuss about the structure of neuron, and I will share you how to draw the structure of neuron in a simple and easy way. Nerve cell, also known as neuron, is the basic structural unit of nervous system. The brain, the spinal cord and the nerves are made up of minute cells called neurons. So let's see the structure of neuron. Just like other cells, the neuron also have a cell membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus. And as you know, this is the longest cell among the cell community. So let's see the structure of neuron. So let's learn how to draw the structure of neuron. You can draw the neuron either in a vertical or in a horizontal position. Here I am going to draw the neuron in a vertical position. As you know, it's a longest cell in our body. So it is an elongated structure. So here I am going to draw the neuron in a vertical way. First of all, you have to draw a circular outline with your pencil. Almost a circular, no need of any compass or any device. You can just draw a circular outline. Then, from the middle, you can draw two lines, just like the stick of a lollipop. All are very fond of lollipop, isn't it? So, a circular outline with two stick-like structure. Don't use any scale for drawing this. You can simply draw it with your hand. Then, in the middle, you can draw nucleus. Nucleus also known as cell center, which controls all the activities in the cell. So, in the middle, you can draw a nucleus. Then, from this circular outline, rub a little in between so that we can draw some branches. So here a small branch, then here you can draw number of branches according to the size of your figure. So small or short branches from the circular outline. Then rub this circular outline. So we almost got the shape. Now there is no need of this circular outline. We can straight away connect these branches. See? Then from here you have to draw again some branches. Either you can draw it in a simple way or you can show so many branches like this. So in the simple way you can draw like this, or if you want to draw so many branches you can draw like this. Okay. Now coming to the edge, again branches. There also the number of branch depending on the size and the space of the figure, which ends in a bulb like buttons or knob like structure. Okay. Almost our figure is done. Now the last part left is the covering. There is no definite number for this pattern. Again, depending on the length of the figure, you can draw this covering and make sure that it must have a nucleus, which you can mark it alternately. So we have done almost. Now we can label the parts. The minute branch is called dendrite. The short branch is called dendron. The middle part is known as cell body. The longest branch is called axon. The covering is known as myelin sheath. The cell which helps in formation of myelin sheath is Schwann cell. The branches of axon is called axonite. The node-like structure or button-like structure is called synaptic node. Just like the other cells, this cell also have a cell membrane, a nucleus, and the matrix is known as cytoplasm. So this is the simple structure of neuron. The length, the shape or the size may vary, but all the neuron possess certain basic parts. They are dendron, cell body and axon. So what do you mean by neuron or nerve cell? It is the basic structural unit of nervous system. Like the other cell, it is also having a cell membrane, a nucleus and cytoplasm. The short branch arising from the cell body is known as dendron. What is dendron? The short branch arising from the cell body is known as dendron. The dendron again branches, which is known as dendrite. So in a simple way we can say that the branch of dendron is called dendrite. Now the long filament arising from the cyton is known as axon. The long filament arising from the cyton is known as axon. The part that connects axon and dendron is called cell body. It is also known as cyton. So the shortest filament arising from cyton is dendron. The longest filament is axon. The part that connect axon and dendron are called cyton or cell body. Branches of dendron are called dendrite. Similarly, branches of axons are called axonite. Branches of axons are called axonite. Axonite ends in a node-like structure or button-like structure called synaptic node. Axonite ends in a button-like swelling called synaptic node. It has got a covering which is made from Schwann cell. Schwann cell are specialized cell which forms a covering around axon. Or in a simple way we can say that the part that encircles the axon. Encircles the axon. That means to wrap around. That is Schwann cell. And the repeated encircling develops a thick layer around the axon that is known as myelin sheath. So how can we differentiate Schwann cell and myelin sheath? Schwann cell is a particular cell which encircles the axon. When the encircling repeats, they form a thick layer around the axon to form myelin sheath. Myelin is a thin membrane which wrap around repeatedly to form a thick layer around the axon, which is made up of actually lipid. Lipid, as you know, it's a fatty product. So this myelin sheath is very thick in nature, and from where it is formed? From the Schwann cell. So encircling the axon is Schwann cell, and the repeated encirclings result in a thick layer around the axon that we call it as myelin sheath, and it is made up of lipid. Myelin sheath in the nerves is formed of Schwann cell. What do you mean by nerves? Nerves are group of axons. So the myelin sheath in nerves is formed of Schwann cell. But myelin sheath in brain and spinal cord is formed of specialized cell called oligodendrocyte. The myelin sheath has shiny white cover. So oligodendrocytes and Schwann cells provide protection to neurons. An oligodendrocyte constructs the myelin sheath by covering different axons simultaneously or by covering different parts of the same axons repeatedly. So oligodendrocytes are specialized cells seen only in brain and spinal cord which can connect different axons. It is estimated that a single oligodendrocyte can connect around 50 axons at the same time. So simultaneously mean at the same time, so that it can pass the impulse in a very fast way. Myelin sheath is made up of Schwann cells are seen in axons in nerves. A Schwann cell encircles the axons repeatedly to form the myelin sheath. So the major functions of myelin sheath are to provide nutrients and oxygen to the axon, accelerate impulses, that means to speed up the impulses, act as an electric insulator, that means it won't allow anybody to go in and out, so acting as an insulator, protect the axon from external shock. The part of brain and spinal cord where myelinated nerve cells are present in abundance is called white matter. They appear white in color. Why? Because the shiny white color of the myelin sheath. And the part where non-myelinated nerve cells are present is called gray matter. So gray matter and white matter. White matter where the myelinated nerve cells are present in abundance, and gray matter where non-myelinated nerve cells are present. So children, what we have learned today? Yes, structure of neuron, the special coverings of neuron, that is Schwann cell, the myelin sheath and oligodendrocytes. And according to the presence and absence of myelin, there is two types of regions, that is gray matter and white matter. So here I am concluding. Thank you.